Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. Joining me on this segment is best-selling author Eric Ebron. He's a leadership consultant and coach to the automotive and aerospace industry, and the author of the best-selling book, Highway to Skyway Leadership, which just hit #1 in multiple categories on Amazon. Eric, welcome to the program.
Hello, Mark. How are you doing? Great. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's great seeing you again.
Absolutely. Eric, tell us, what was your inspiration for writing this book?
You know, I'm a leadership consultant, but I have a fondness for leading. So I'm one of those, I'm in the camp that leadership can be taught, but if it's naturally inspired, then it's part of a passion. And for me, leadership is part of a passion. So I'm a 10-year Marine back in the day. Leadership was really strong there. When I got into the civilian workforce, I quickly gained leadership opportunities and responsibilities, which was great. And then after a number of years, I really wanted to capture not just my thoughts, but capture what I felt was successful in the 30 plus years of leadership and what that looks like. And so this gave me a great opportunity to kind of put pen to paper and make those things available for this generation. Anyone can read it, but this generation on what it takes to really get there.
In the book, what is the biggest challenge or problem that you solve in the book? And what do you want your readers to take away from it?
That's a great question. You know, one of the biggest challenges that I solve is that in leadership today, in the aviation and aerospace and automotive industry, is that a lot of this is very fast paced. So it seems to be a steep climb to get to the opportunity and get to the responsibility where you really have an impact in an operations group. And so I think this book helps solves and giving an idea, giving a base set of kind of methodology of what works, what it looks like, where we can go. And then when they see that, they can also hear the stories of 15 years of being in the aerospace industry, of what works and how it worked. So I have opportunities to show success, what things worked, and I have opportunities in there where a couple of things didn't work as well. So I think that's a great opportunity for someone to read and understand, hey, I can get there too.
You cover a lot of great topics in this book. So I'd like to ask you, what's your favorite chapter in this book and why is it so important to you?
You know, each chapter, as we were going through this process in the course of the summer, I found myself having really passionate conversations with myself on kind of dissecting and pulling back the layers of each chapter. But the one that stand out to me the most is chapter 7, where I have review, reprise. Let's see here. Make sure I get it right. I call it my 4R blueprint, and I think it works. It's refresh, reprise, renew, and recommit. And this is the beginning of giving a blueprint or framework that leadership growth and sustainability is in your hands as a leader. So coming from a smaller companies as well as large conglomerates, people tend to lean on the company to let you know when to grow, how fast you can grow, what you're good at, what you're not good at, kind of disrespecting and discounting your passion. The 4Rs in chapter 7 helps put the power of your growth in your hands. And that's why that's the best chapter for me. I'm planning on moving forward with that when I have my certain coaches at certain levels, that I go through the 4Rs with them to help sustain leadership.
Eric, what led you to your work? What inspired you to get started in leadership? How'd you get started?
You know, this is going to sound weird, but my father was in the military. So I was a military brat, grew up a lot of places. I was in the military, was a Marine, went a lot of places. And I found that there were people that remembered me for the things that I've done and things that I've said, certain small moments that I'll be honest with you, Mark, I couldn't remember. Right. And I would meet people, I've not seen them for 10 or 15 years, and they would say, "Hey, remember when you said," and by the way, they would say something profound. And I would go, "Oh, you played off. Oh, okay, yeah." I have no clue. And I've had a series of those moments, which kind of led me to think, hey, maybe there's something here, right? There are people that have come into my life and out of my life that I've been able to help pour into, which is a passion of mine. So why not do this? And I spoke to my wife. I said, why not do this? I do this for the corporate industry all the time, right? They pay me, I make great leaders, we move on. But why not do this for us, where I then find that joy? I get to help pour into others, watch them grow, flourish, blossom, and then it's something that we can do that's sustainable.
Before I ask you my last question, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you in regards to leadership or your book that you feel is important to share?
I thought about that, and one thing that has been it's not been plaguing me, because I poured a lot into this book, and although it's only 100 and 20 pages, part of me was wondering, why isn't someone asking, is this a manual? Those thick manuals that's 20 chapters, that's based on leadership theory going back 35 years and then 15 years and new innovative works. So I've been waiting for someone to kind of ask that question. And it's only because part of me was asking, why did I not write that? And it came to me that, this is my passion, right? And sometimes your passion is very fiery, it's hot, it's blazing, right? But it doesn't last a month. It lasts a hot 4 or 5 hours. So in this case, this 120 page, page turner is something that you can go through, I think, in 3 hours, 4 hours, get that inspiration that you need, and move forward. So that's the question, is why isn't this not a thicker book, right? It's because this passion is meant to light a fire under someone, show them what it takes to succeed in the aerospace and automotive industry, as well as just trying to grow to be the leader. And I think that's what I'm looking for.
I love that. And especially today with folks' attention spans, I really feel that they appreciate the brevity of the book, and it really starts that conversation and that inspiration to be able to work with you more importantly, so you can really make that deeper change.
I would agree. Great response.
Eric, so for listeners, how can they get a hold of your book and get in touch with you? How do they find you?
Yeah, so I will start with one, which is my website. So it's www.smemediagroupllc.co. And the reason why I go there is because there are plenty of information. I like sharing and spreading my leadership journey and what that looks through. And this book helps show that. So go there, go to the bottom, drop a line. There's actually an author page. You can go there and click on the links to see my other books as well. But you can grab this Amazon #1 bestseller from that page. Of course, you can always go to Amazon and look it up as well. But you'll miss some of the other pertinent information that I think is really juicy about this book.
Eric, this has been absolutely terrific. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success with you, your clients, and your best-selling book, Highway to Skyway Leadership. And congratulations, and thank you for sharing.
Mark, thank you very much. Your team are awesome. I'm so proud, not just of this work, but proud of the established relationship you and I have developed this year. And I look forward to working in the future as well.
That was best-selling author Eric Ebron. And I'm Mark Imperial. Thanks for joining us. Take care, and we'll see you next time.